All right, I want to share a story of my time working at Burger King, and this one is going to be a doozy. So, at my time working for Burger King for 5 months, I have experienced a lot with customers. I experienced many rushes and all that stuff and everything, but I had the most craziest day on a fucking Wednesday. I remember this because it happened on a fucking Wednesday, dude. It was fucking incredible that I managed to pull everybody together. So, Burger King, and I'm pretty sure, or no, it's not Burger. Well, for Burger King, at least there are supposed to be 6 to maybe 7 to 8 people per building. For workers, 3 people, one person on drive-through, one person on front cash, and one other person on back cash. And there's supposed to be 3 people on the grill or the deep fry machine, everything, and all that stuff. So I am a man of many talents. So I began to make sandwiches, to drop food, and to make them, and just that's about it. To me, actually taking orders and making sandwiches at the same time used to I used to be everywhere, man. And like my manager wants to keep me for that, but I quit because of the lack of people and how it affected me in school. But yeah, man, it was just like getting on to me. But this one was, whew, this Wednesday really got to me because I remember I worked during when I was in high school, or I think it was last year of my sophomore, or my sophomore year. So yes, I remembered this Wednesday. I went to work and everything, and it was pretty early. I think it was around 4 when I started my shift and everything. So there was me, and there was my 2 other coworkers, and there was the manager of the closing manager and everything. And there was a problem. There were supposed to be um 3 other people that were supposed to show up, but they had stuff going on with them. So we were like thinking, we were looking to each other and ourselves, I'm pretty sure, and we were like, okay, we were gonna handle it sort of, and we were also checking. We made sure to check on our people to make sure like if they were supposed to come, and to make sure like they did not just call out or anything, because that would suck if our coworkers just call out on whatever day because they don't feel like coming. But I'm pretty sure all my coworkers had something going on with them, so I gave it like a pass. But it got worse downhill from there. So I think immediately or after, like immediately when I clocked in at 4 o'clock, or a couple minutes after 4 o'clock, things went to hell. I'm telling you, it went straight to hell, man. It was disaster. It was a fucking nightmare for me and my 2 other coworkers and my closing manager. It was fucking ridiculous in my opinion, man. I did not know why it happened on this Wednesday. So we had it was a rush hour, or not even a rush hour. It lasted pretty much all day throughout that Wednesday. And I had to stay. Well, I didn't have to, but I made the choice of staying to help my other 2 coworkers close, because it would just be 3 people, and they had to obey the school law and everything. To like, you can't like make me pass, because of school and everything. But yeah, so from 4 to all the way to 11, it's been through hell. There's been cars after cars. We never got a chance for ourselves to take a break. We never took our breaks at all because we lack in people. If one person goes on break, it would be a shit show. And it was just constantly just me, my closing manager, and my two other coworkers, one that was taking orders and the other one that was with me to make sandwiches. We were just constantly just doing that. And it was just constant, it's constant. And we had to, like, the worst part was we had to manage the people in the front counter as well. So for six, 7-ish hours, we managed to serve all the orders from the front counter to drive-through. But drive-through was a lot worse because in fast food restaurants, including Burger King's, they have this thing of like the time speed of service. They want to get it down as possible, and yeah, you need to get the speed of service down to make sure like they're like the best fast food and they can deliver or make your food as fast as possible. All that shit, right? But yeah, our time was so bad. I think it reached 30 minutes in total. It was deep red, and my coworker, she was getting all worried and shit. I told her to relax, to calm down. I told her to go to go to the break room if she needs a minute. She had a mental breakdown after like it was like at least 5 to 10 minutes we had to ourselves until again the rush came coming, man. And I think later on, it was like maybe at 10 or maybe 9-ish, we closed the lobby a little bit earlier because like we couldn't handle the lack of people that we were handling. But there was just cars after cars. And I like everybody was freaking out, including myself. I was jokingly freaking out because I was just like I'm a different person when I work with my coworkers because like I'm trying to joke around and just like overreact a little bit just to get everybody like all like not too worked up and everything because I'm basically always like the joker in the group because I just want people to not stress too much. But sometimes I too myself get stressed when there's like a certain limit that like that my body and myself are just mentally and physically capable of taking in. But yeah, man, I basically became like a leader and just led everybody to make sure like we got our shit done. And I stayed an extra hour because I did not want them to go home late. I did not want my coworkers to go home late because they lack of people. So I did as much as I can, and I know how to do basically everything in Burger King. I know how to close the lobby, clean toilets, take out the ice cream machine. I know how to take parts of the boiler. I know how to wash dishes. I know how to mop, sweep, deck scrub, all that stuff. Like I said, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm a man of many talents when I came to work at Burger King for 5 months. But yeah, I helped restock and everything, and then I just head out. Like my coworker, she cried a little bit but because like it was too much for her, and I basically had like the headset and just my apron on, and I was just like going balls to the walls, and like during the time period when there was people coming up in the front counter, I met one of my mom's friends that took care of me as a kid through her parents and everything. She was a nice lady, but she became such a bitch at me. Like she's a nice lady, but she was like getting really impatient with her food and everything because it was just so many people. We have to deal with people in the drive-through and so many people at front counter. Like I understand that you don't want to wait so long, but like I'm pretty sure she was standing at the counter. She could visibly and clearly see that there was only 4 people, and I'm pretty sure no one else noticed. Or no, I think she was the only one that does not understand. Everybody else, they were like fucking, they were wholesome people, man. She was like the only person that just gave us a hard time throughout that Wednesday because she became a bitch and she was just like getting on to me. She keeps saying, Jay, I need my food. Like, I understand that, but I have other people's foods. Like, she does not understand exactly what we're going through right now because this is not easy unless you're working with a great team with good communication, and that's what we are, or that's what we did. We had great communication. I communicated with everybody and everything. I made sure to get all the orders in check, and every time I give the person their order, I always make sure to apologize for the wait, and I wish them a good day, because I do not want that person to wait for like 30 minutes and have their day being ruined because like they didn't get their food and they're probably like not good and everything. But yeah, I apologize. Every single customer that I apologized to, they were like, no, it's okay. You did your best. Like, man, like people can be like grateful. People can be so nice to you, you know? Like I met like I have like at least 3 to 4 of my favorite customers that always come here. They're just like my favorite customers of all time. One of them was his name was like Brian. He always gets like a Whopper with no onions and everything, and he gets a medium meal with a Coke. With, with a Coke and everything. But yeah, he was like my favorite guy. Like when I talked to him and everything. And another one was this sweet old lady that just I think one of the nights I had was bad, and like I was just talking to her what's happening with me, and she listens, she understands, and I was about I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was about to cry a little bit in front of her because like like someone just listens to what I am going through and just like understands it and just like thanks me personally of how good that I'm doing at my job. And you know, like it's really special, man. It's really great to hear that from someone that actually appreciates what you're doing, man. And yeah, she came by just to say, yeah, she came by with her order during that Wednesday, you know, like she was my favorite customer and everything. So, you know, she was really chill, man. She was really nice about that. I was like, yes, like I need more people like her. That's just like, man, that's just like, they're just like nice, man. Like just nice people. But yeah, that's what happened during the whole entire day. It was just a nonstop crazy rush with drive through and front counter, but we did get to eat. We did get to have our crew meals, but we were just eating it in our break room, not as fast as we can, like not like trying to gobble it down, just take our time a little bit, and then you know, if I just cover like both of the positions back and forth because I can somewhat multitask if the person in drive through does not have like a complicated order for me to actually put it in and just have me to make it in the first place. But yeah, I kept switching back and forth with my positions, but I did a damn good job leading my crewmates to like to secure the dub. Like we made it through the night with no issues and everything, and everybody was just all handy dandy and everything. So I'm glad that they were okay and everything. And yeah, that's just like something I am never going to forget, man. Like that was just something that like that's gonna stick with me for a long time. And I've been meaning to make this video for a while because I just want to share my experience of like, you know, what I'm going through with life with you guys, because you guys are just people, man. You guys are just people. I'm just having to talk with you guys. But yeah, that's just my story time or something of me going through the worst rush day of my life, sort of Burger King. But yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is. Take care, stay safe, and yeah, later, guys.